Today, in this video I'm going to talk about Canada Immigration New Update. I'm going to talk about how to calculate Canadian citizenship eligibility. If you are interested in this topic, please watch till the end of this video for latest immigration updates and news. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. Let's get into the video. One of the eligibility criteria to become a Canadian citizen is that you need to have been physically present in Canada for 3 out of the last 5 years. Among other criteria, if you are age 18 and older, you need to have been in Canada for at least 1,095 days out of the 5 years immediately before you apply for citizenship. The first thing to note when calculating your citizenship eligibility is that you need to have been a permanent resident for at least 2 years in order to meet the physical presence requirement. After you become a permanent resident, each day in Canada counts as 1 full day toward your citizenship application. Each day you were physically in Canada as a temporary resident before you became a permanent resident counts as half a day, up to a maximum of 365 days. So, if you were a temporary resident who did not leave Canada for 3 years, it would only count for 365 days. Again, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, considers only the 5 years immediately before the date of your application for the physical presence requirement. If you have been physically present in Canada as a permanent resident for the past 5 years, for example, then the time you spent in Canada as a temporary resident does not count. If you were not a temporary resident before you got permanent residence, then you need to have spent at least 1,095 days, or 3 years, in Canada. In any case, applying with more than the minimum required number of days ensures you are accounting for any miscalculations. IRCC even recommends on its webpage to apply with more days than you need. Other eligibility criteria for Canadian citizenship. In addition to the physical presence requirement, here are some of the other eligibility criteria for Canadian citizenship. 1. You need to be able to speak either English or French well enough to communicate in Canadian society. If you are between ages 18 and 54, you have to submit proof of language proficiency. 2. You cannot have a criminal history that prohibits the granting of citizenship, as decided by IRCC. 3. You must be aware of the rights and responsibilities of citizens and have basic knowledge of Canada's geography, political system, and history. 4. You may need to file taxes in Canada for at least 3 years during the 5 years before the date you apply. 5. Also, you must submit a formal application to IRCC and pay a government processing fee and right of citizenship fee. Once you meet the eligibility criteria, you can apply for Canadian citizenship. Then, once approved, applicants between ages 18 and 54 will have to take a citizenship test. Then you must attend a citizenship ceremony and receive a certificate of Canadian citizenship, and take the oath of citizenship. After that, you officially become a Canadian citizen. Physical presence requirement for refugee claimants and pre-removal risk assessment, PRRA applicants. If you received a work or study permit while your refugee claim or PRRA was being assessed, these documents did not grant you temporary resident status. Therefore, you cannot use this period of time in your physical presence calculation. If you are claiming time as a protected person, the only time allowed is the time from when you received a positive decision on your claim or PRRA application until the day before you became a permanent resident. The days you spend in Canada after approval and before permanent residency counts as half a day toward your citizenship application. If you were in prison in Canada. If you spent any time in Canada in prison, on probation, or parole, those days usually cannot be counted toward your physical presence. There are some exceptions. Time on probation as a result of a conditional discharge may count towards physical presence if you did not breach parole or fail to comply with the conditions of parole. Also, time spent in prison or on probation does not have to be declared if you received a youth sentence and successfully completed that sentence. If your time serving a sentence for an offense in Canada happened more than 5 years before the date of your application, then it does not have to be declared, as it is outside the period that IRCC considers for the physical presence requirement. Hopefully the details and information is presented in this video is helpful. Canada Immigration News channel will be releasing a new video when new information is available on any of these updates or requirements. If you have not subscribed, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click on that notifications bell icon. See you sooner in next new immigration video.